We are now moving on to a Republic super investigation. We have spoken to the son of the victim of the Amravati killing, Umesh Kolhe, and here's what he said. Let's go across live first to Priyanka right now. Priyanka, I think we're going to just play out that comment that's come in from Sanket Kolhe, but I just wanted to ask you, what are the salient points of what he said? We understand he's recounted the night of the incident.
Well, we were able to have that conversation with Sanket Kolhe, and he has in fact talked about what really was the investigation that was being carried out, and also, but specifically, he's spoken about the day of the murder. In fact, he had been the eyewitness there. He had been just trailing 100 or 200 meters or so behind Umesh Kolhe as well. He, along with his wife, had been present there. So these are the son and the daughter-in-law of Umesh Kolhe, and they had in fact witnessed this entire gruesome murder that took place of Umesh Kolhe, where at least 6 accused had in fact been present, and they had in fact surrounded him, attacked him, chased him on the two-wheeler as well, and then stabbed him in the neck and killed him in one swift move. So all of this, in fact, horror has been recounted by Sanket Kolhe, and he has also spoken about how the investigation has been going on with respect to the WhatsApp groups that are being scrutinized by the Amravati police, and also the kind of messages of Umesh Kolhe that have gone viral. He has spoken about that as well. Apart from that, the investigation that is now going forward with the NIA, how they are scrutinizing the WhatsApp groups, how they are looking into what the connections were with Dr. Yusuf. He also recounts how Dr. Yusuf, in fact, was a friend of Umesh Kolhe. So all of these things he has spoken about. And if we have a minute, we will quickly pan our cameras, because as of now, we are at the Kotwali police station here in Amravati, where the accused, in fact, have been taken into custody with the NIA team also present inside there. All of the 7 accused, including the key conspirator Irfan Sheikh, is also present here at the Kotwali police station. They are being interrogated. You can see movement of the NIA officers as well going in and out. There are frantic phone conversations also being made, because there is an investigation that has picked up heat. This is an investigation that has in fact picked up heat with respect to more and more accused coming to light, because apart from these 7 that are already in the transit remand custody of the NIA, there is one more accused, Shameen, the 8th accused in fact that we are learning is still absconding, and the authorities are trying to get him into their custody as well. They are on the lookout for him, they are searching for him, and not just Shameen, there are several other such accused as well that are coming to light when they are scrutinizing these WhatsApp groups as to who had been sending these messages, and all of this has also been mentioned by Sanket Kolhe. So let's, if we play out that conversation, we will get a more sense of what really is happening with the investigation.
Absolutely.
Sanket Kolhe, the son in fact of Umesh Kolhe, the victim who had in fact been brutally murdered on 21st of June, is meeting with us. He was in fact present during the time that this entire incident had taken place. Sanket, thank you so much for speaking to us. आपको 21st जून की जो ये घटना थी, आप उस समय वहाँ पे मौजूद थे, आपकी आंखों देखी ये पूरी घटना हुई थी, वो सीसीटीवी फुटेज में भी हमने ये फोटो देखी है, काफ़ी ग्रूसम ये जो पूरी घटना थी. मैं आपको दोहराना नहीं चाहती, पर जितना आप हमारे साथ शेयर कर पाएँ कि क्या एग्जैक्टली हुआ.
कुछ नहीं, 10 सवा 10 के बीच में हम लोग निकले थे यहाँ से. दोनों को गाड़ी में 15-20 फीट का डिस्टेंस था. वहाँ पे कुछ लोग ऑलरेडी आके बैठे थे. एक गाड़ी पे था, 2 खाली उतरे हुए थे गाड़ी पे से नीचे थे. हम जब जा रहे थे तो पिताजी थोड़ा आगे थे. पिताजी की गाड़ी मेरे को वहाँ पे रुकी दिखी, यानी जस्ट रुकी थी. तो मेरे को ऐसा लगा कुछ तो हो रहा है वहाँ पे. तो मैंने गाड़ी की स्पीड बढ़ाया, गाड़ी और दौड़ा है, और वहाँ पे गाड़ी जाके छोड़ दिया. जब मेरे को ये सिचुएशन दिखा कि उनके हाथ में चाकू वगैरह है, तो उन्होंने गले में चाकू मार दिया था. बाकी फिर वो लोग मेरे को देख के भाग गए बाद में.
तो ये लोग जो थे, उनमें से आप किसी को पहचान भी पा रहे थे? ऐसी कोई बात हो रही थी कि ये लोग बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम से रेकी कर रहे थे, देख रहे थे कि कहाँ कोल्हे साहब जा रहे हैं जहाँ पे वो अकेले होंगे?
मैडम, ऐसे बताना मुश्किल है ना कि अपने पर कौन रेकी कर रहा है करके. ऐसे पता रहता तो खुद ही अलर्ट हो जाते थे.
आपने किसी को नहीं देखा था उस पर?
नहीं, वो किसी को नहीं।
और उसके अलावा और भी काफ़ी सारी जो बातें हो रही हैं कि व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में उमेश जी के मैसेजेस गए थे उसकी वजह से, तो उस ग्रुप्स के बारे में कुछ पता चला है? क्योंकि उनके मैसेजेस खाली नुपुर शर्मा के सपोर्ट में थे, है ना?
मैडम उसमें मेरे को इतना कुछ डिटेल आइडिया नहीं है, क्योंकि अपन नहीं करते हैं चेक किसी का मोबाइल।
दूसरे कौन से ग्रुप्स थे उसमें? क्योंकि काफ़ी सारे जो मैसेजेस हैं, ब्लैक फ्रीडम करके एक जो उसमें आ रहा है, उसमें उमेश जी के मैसेजेस भी बहुत ज़्यादा वायरल हो रहे हैं।
मेरे को वो मोबाइल के अंदर के मैसेज की कुछ भी आइडिया नहीं है। वैसे भी पुलिस वालों ने वो पहले ही जमा कर लिया था मोबाइल,
उनका फ़ोन ले लिया था। और जो डॉक्टर यूसुफ थे वो आपके शायद जानकार के थे, वो आपके जान पहचान के थे, क्या उनका भी नाम अभी जो आया है तो उससे कोई बात हुई है?
नहीं।
आपको किस तरह से आप उनको जानते थे, मतलब क्या उनका रिलेशन था?
अच्छे दोस्त थे पिताजी के, बस।
और ये जो इरफान शेख का जो नाम आ रहा है, उनसे कोई बातचीत हुई थी या रहबार फाउंडेशन से?
नहीं।
उनसे कोई भी कभी ये नाम भी आपके उसमें नहीं है?
नहीं।
Thank you so much, Sanket, हमसे बात करने के लिए. So that was Sanket Kolhe, in fact, the son of Umesh Kolhe, who had been brutally murdered with a conspiracy that, in fact, had been going on on WhatsApp groups where there were at least 8 accused that we know of had been talking about this, and there were several messages in support of this brutal killing as well against Umesh Kolhe, and also saying that there is a celebration that should take place because he had been the one who was, supporting Nupur Sharma as well. With video journalist Vipin Mori, I'm Priyanka Sharma for Republic.
Right, let's also go back across live to Priyanka, who's reporting on this from Amravati. Now, Priyanka, there are several WhatsApp groups whose posts on which have now been brought to the police's notice. Now, tell us more about the investigation so far. All right, I don't think we've got Priyanka joining us right now. We're going to try and get her back in just a bit. But a short while ago, of course, we spoke to Umesh Kale's son, Sanket Kale, who spoke to us about the night that this murder actually took place. He also went on to tell us about how his father was actually friends with one of the accused in this particular case, but was brutally killed on that night. Now, we are also learning that the 7 accused who are in transit remand, of course, now are at the police station. They are being questioned, and the 8th accused is still on the run. Priyanka, I think, is back with us. Priyanka, can you detail the investigation that's taking place so far?
Well, yes, Nupur, the investigation is because the investigation is now with the NIA. They have registered an FIR and they have gotten the transit remand of all of the 7 accused as of now that are in the custody, who are in fact right here at the Kotwali police station, where the NIA team is also present, and they are in fact interrogating them, and they are asking them questions about this entire matter. So that is why we are seeing that more and more names of the accused is also coming to light, because they are scrutinizing the WhatsApp groups right now. They are looking into how the admins in fact had been involved, who really was the member of these WhatsApp groups as well. So all of that is being scrutinized as of now, so that they can extrapolate some more information about who really had been involved in this entire conspiracy of Umesh Kolhe, and how the Rehbar helpline, the key conspirator Irfan Sheikh, who owns Rehbar helpline, he had been running that NGO, and whether or not that was in fact a front for this kind of activity as well. But those are, the line of questioning, the line of investigation that the NIA will be carrying out, the local police will be carrying out, just to make sure that they don't leave any stone unturned, just to make sure that they, cover all their bases as well, so that they can be sure about what really had gone on in this entire conspiracy of murdering Umesh Kolhe, because there had been several reports and conjecture when it comes to the investigation of whether or not there was a link between Udaipur and Amravati. So that part has been mentioned in the remand, so that they can scrutinize that if there is any concrete evidence that suggests that there is a link. But as of now, there is no evidence that has come to light. However, the investigation will take place in that direction as well, just to make sure that there was no link between the two incidents. Now, that being said, there is also further investigation that is being carried out of the other accused that are being searched right now, the other accused that are absconding. The 8th one that we already know of, his name is Shameen. His pictures were also accessed by us, and authorities are in fact are on the lookout with him for him. And Irfan Sheikh as well had also been in Nagpur during the time that they had wanted to take him into custody. And now the 8th accused is also that we know of. Now more and more accused in fact are coming to light. The ones who had been a part of this WhatsApp group, the ones who had been admins of several other WhatsApp groups where these insightful messages were being shared against Umesh Kolhe, and congratulating the murderers of Umesh Kolhe, saying that this is a revenge that is taken on the supporters of Nupur Sharma who have insulted our religion Islam. So these are the kind of messages that had come to light, and those people are being scrutinized just to make sure, if there had been a direct link of these people, these messages, these insightful comments and the murder of Umesh Kolhe as well. So that is where we are with the investigation, and the transit remand is till 8th of July with the NIA. So before that, we are expecting that the NIA will be taking all of the accused back to Mumbai. They will be presented before the special NIA court.
All right, Priyanka, of course, is bringing us the latest in terms of the investigation for Amravati. Priyanka, thank you for joining us.